Time for a few more calls to Indiana, where Dennis is waiting. Line for Republicans. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got a question for this, whatever you want to call him here. He's always talking about the morality of the Republicans not wanting to give insurance to children and stuff, but I bet you, being a progressive here, that he has absolutely no problems with the slaughter of innocent children in the womb. How would you like to answer that question?
I would love to answer that question. You should read your own Bible. You know, the Bible is pro-abortion. Read Numbers. In Numbers, it says if you think your wife cheated on you, give her a toxic potion. And if she did cheat on you, she will have a miscarriage. In other words, God will perform an abortion. I didn't write that. God wrote that. Read your own Bible. So it's not pro-life. It's not even pro-choice. The Bible is pro-abortion. So all of this is built on a total mythology. And Dennis, we live in America, not in Saudi Arabia. So if you don't mind, I don't really care what your religious beliefs are. And they're certainly not going to dictate what I do in my life. You know why? Because I believe in freedom. And you apparently don't. So if I said to you, you have to follow my religious laws, my guess is all of a sudden you'd be screaming, freedom, freedom, right? Why do I have to follow your religious laws? I'm not in your religion. I know that's a really sad day for you, but I'm not. And so are hundreds of millions of Americans are not in your religion. So I don't, one, you have your own religion wrong, massively wrong. And you built a whole political party around being wrong, okay? And secondly, I don't care what your religion is. And third of all, you guys claim that you're for small government, then go, oh, no. I'm going to decide what you do with your body. I'm going to do this, this, and this. The reality is, I believe the Supreme Court got the at least policy of it right, which is that if a baby is viable outside the womb, then it is an independent human being, and the state must protect it. But if it is not viable outside the womb, it is dependent on the mom, and the mom gets to make the decision. And that's actually what drives you guys crazy. Why did you purposely misinterpret the Bible to take away women's rights? Because in a lot of those old documents, including the Bible, women are property. And so you treat them as such. Well, we have no interest in that today. So we don't agree, and we'll fight back on that.
Last call for you, Lynn. North Carolina, Republican. Go ahead.
Yes, I would like to ask this fella, what is his authority to sit up here and spew all that's hateful? All Republicans are racist. Do you live in my household? Do you know me? You cannot sit there and tell everybody I'm a racist so people will come and attack me. Y'all are the problem. Y'all are the ones that's spewing all this hate and dividing everybody.
Lynn, do you support Donald Trump?
Well, we need to go. Yes, I like Donald Trump.
Well, that's why we think you're racist. Look, Lynn, do you get it? The guy after they found out the Central Park 5, the 5 black kids in Central Park did not commit the rape, he said, who cares? Keep them in prison anyway. They probably did something. He's a terrible guy. I mean, you want to talk about anti-Semitism, very fine people on the side chanting, Jews will not replace us. He says we should ban all Muslims. Well, that's bigotry by definition. He said it during the campaign trail over and over again. Called Latinos criminals and rapists. So if you're on board for that, you should look in the mirror if you're trying to find a racist.
Lynn, we're running out of time, but give you a chance to respond if you want.
Right now on the TV, you are the racist. You are. And you have no right to say this.
No, I do have a right. See, you're used to Republicans being strong on television and Democrats cowering. New day in America. We don't play that game. Progressives, we actually fight back. So you can call me racist based on what? Okay, I never said anything about white people. I said right-wingers and people who support Donald Trump. That's why I gave you the benefit of the doubt. I asked you if you support Trump. Because I'm judging you by your ideas, by the people that you're backing. I'm not doing it blindly, and I'm definitely not doing it based on your race. But it's Donald Trump that makes assumptions about race over and over and over again, all based on the stereotypes these guys sitting in the back of his head. And so when those people in Puerto Rico needed help, he didn't give them the help, and he called them lazy. That's because he's a racist. He's had that stereotype about Puerto Ricans his whole life. And guess what? It cost thousands of lives down there because we didn't get them help enough. That is actually policy. That makes a difference. Those people died. When we say, hey, we're worried that he didn't take action because of a stereotypical way of thinking about Puerto Ricans, that's not racism. That's saying, for God's sake, go help those people, and we're worried that you're not because of your racial attitudes. So you don't get to cry victim after you abuse every other race in this country, and we push back and say, could you please stop doing that? And you can't then go, oh my God, you're so racist for pointing out my racism and the systemic way that we have crushed minorities in this country. No deal. No deal. New day in America. This time we fight back.
Cenk Uygur is founder and host of The Young Turks. On Twitter, it's at The Young Turks. Appreciate your time. Come back again.
Thank you so much.